All right, here we go. Carnivore diet, day 253, 5-minute update. Today we're going to talk about carnivore diet and inflammation. I had a couple of inflammatory events over the course of last weekend, for the past 6 days, and within a 3-day period I gained 5 pounds, right, while on carnivore diet. So I'll go into what happened exactly, what the inflammatory events were, how to avoid them and whatnot. I honestly don't know if it has to do with inflammation. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not an expert, not a doctor or a scientist. However, I am pretty familiar with my own body, and I know that a lot of what I've suffered with, from what I've read and listened to from other doctors like, Saladino, Chafee, Baker, Berg, Barry, all these doctors that are in the sort of low-carb keto carnivore realm. From what I've learned to them, inflammation has a lot to do with things going wrong in your body. And for me, I think a lot of that had to do with putting on fat, keeping on fat. And a lot of it was happening in my digestive tract, but I've become very familiar with the feeling of inflammation within my body. So these inflammatory events that have happened over last weekend, today's a Thursday, the first one started on Friday. Now, before we get into that stuff, I just wanted to go a recap over my numbers over the past day. So an update. Today I weighed in at 158.0 pounds. My weight has been fluctuating over the past 3 months between about 153 and about I went up to 161 2-3 days ago after these inflammatory events. But somewhere in the high to mid 150s, I got to the low sometimes. But for the past 3 months. So the total number of pounds I've reduced since starting carnivore diet has been 54.2 pounds as of today. The total percentage of my starting body weight, I started at 212.2 pounds. The total percentage of that starting body weight that I've lost so far has been 25.54%. So a quarter of my body weight has been removed and is elsewhere in the universe. Total daily reduction from yesterday to today, I've lost 1.6 pounds, and I think a lot of that has to be attributed to lowering the inflammation and getting out some of the water retention in my body. And the average daily reduction I've had this entire time, 253 days, has been 0.21. Granted, that number is going to be forever decreasing because there's only so much fat, I guess, I can lose. And I'm about at that point where my objective has changed. I'm no longer looking for fat loss right now. I'm working on building muscle. I'm trying to figure my way out about this exercise and lifting weights deal that I'm going through right now. So, right, that gets us back into inflammation and carnivore diet. So what caused me to gain 5 pounds over the past, 6 days, I guess. Not past 6 days. Actually, it happened in 3 days, right? I'm on day 6 since it started, but this really happened over the course of 3 days. So what happened was, on last week, Friday, I went in for a workout at a CrossFit gym that I've been going to. I've been there about 6-7 sessions now, and I've been taking it easy, right? CrossFit involves weightlifting as well as a bunch of cardio and pretty high intensity most of the time. And I've been telling myself to sort of chill out and not go too highly intense because I haven't worked out in like 6 years. Right? I've had major exercise intolerance, so I've stayed away from exercising intensely. Maybe I walk here and there, but this entire time on carnivore diet, I have not exercised intensely aside from some minor low intensity stretching that I did for a couple of weeks back in June. So this is my first time while on carnivore, as well as first time in a very, very long time that I'm exercising intensely. So I walk into the CrossFit gym and I see that the workout they have for the day doesn't include lifting heavy weights. So, okay, maybe I can push myself. I'm on like session number 6 or 7. Maybe I can push myself a little bit today. The exact workout was running. The total was 2 miles worth of running. 300 double unders, which is skipping rope, where you make the rope go around twice in one jump. And then the third thing was toes to bar. Hanging from a bar, and you kick your legs up, toes touch the bar, right? You count those. For those of you to do 200. And there was a 30-minute time cap. And so I thought this workout was all cardio. And I was like, I'm going to push myself a little bit, a little bit more than before. So let's go. And we got into it. And keep in mind, I'm not one of the beasts in there, or like the most athletic people. I've never been a super athletic person. But there are some guys that crush it there. You go into any CrossFit gym and there are going to be some stellar standout all-star people. You know what I mean? And those guys, I tend to feed off of them and get motivated, I guess, inspired. and push. That's one of the reasons why I love CrossFit, because there's so much push there from other people. You know, it's a group environment. So anyways, I end up getting into it and I pushed myself really hard in the last 5, especially the last 2 minutes of the workout. And at the end of the workout, I was like, maybe I overdid it, but we'll see, right? So that night I come home and I eat a whole bunch of food and I sleep, and my sleep is like, not the greatest, and I wake up the next day. That was a Friday. On Saturday, I wake up, my body is feeling odd, not yet sore, no lactic acid burn yet. However, I am like just ravenously eating. I'm chomping on everything I can get. I eat about twice as much food as I normally eat, especially a lot of cheese. And towards the end of Saturday, I start feeling major sugar cravings. My motivation is going away. My clear mind is fading away into a strange, foggy place. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going down this road. And I'm like, okay, maybe I did exercise too hard. I end up slipping up, falling off the carnivore wagon and having grapes, right? My kids, they eat fruits. They're not completely carnivore, right? They're animal-based, but not carnivore. But we buy them fruits, they eat grapes. So I ended up eating all their grapes. My wife gets really mad when that happens. Like sometimes I slip up and I end up eating all their fruits for the week. But we go grocery shopping once a week, and that's it. And sometimes we have to go back if I eat all the fruits or something along those lines. Anyhow, holy crap, I'm at 6.5 minutes. See, 5-minute thing. I told you, I'm gonna keep talking. So I have fruits on Saturday night. And you know, I wake up on Sunday morning, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna have any more carbs today. And on Sunday, you know, I'm dealing with the inflammation already from my workout. On Sunday, I can feel the soreness, lactic acid burn in my muscles, in my body. I'm feeling the soreness, somewhat regretting, like, oh man, I'm gonna deal with this. Sunday, we're gonna go to the beach. I mean, we live in Hawaii, it's sunlight year round, so we're gonna go to the beach, enjoy some time with our friends. I go to the beach and I'm in the sun from about 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. and I only put a light dose of sunscreen. And here we're pretty close to the equator here in Hawaii, so the sun's pretty strong. And maybe I should have put on more sunscreen. I've been somewhat testing this whole idea of, you know, some people on carnivore, they say that sunblock isn't needed when you're on carnivore. And I've noticed that my skin tolerance for the sun has gone up drastically, but I still get a little bit burned, right? So that day, being in the sun for what, 5 hours straight, which is a minimal amount of sunscreen, I got a little burn. That was the second inflammatory event. So the first being the exercise where I overworked myself, being, from what I've learned, inflammation happens in your body when you work out and you break up your muscles and your tissues and you know your tendons and ligaments and whatnot. They need recovery and repair, and your body uses inflammation in order to do that, just like it does a cut on your arm or something, right? Inflammation will go there. So my body's recovering from the workout still. I'm especially feeling it on Sunday, and then I go to the beach and I go in the sun and I cause even more inflammation because my skin gets burned. Essentially, the sun, radiation, it's a radiation burn on your skin, and the body uses inflammation, right? So excess inflammation in me, I've noticed, it causes me sugar cravings, and it causes me cloudy mindedness, lack of clarity, and I just go off of my usual self. If I had major inflammation, I would not be standing here in front of this camera telling you this story, because my thoughts would just scatter and go everywhere. So anyways, second inflammatory event was me being in the sun. Fast forward to Monday, and I wake up and I had terrible sleep Sunday night. I think because of the combination of the workout, you know, the inflammation that I'm experiencing from the workout, as well as the inflammation that I'm experiencing from the sunburn. So I wake up Monday morning and I had terrible sleep, and I'm shot. I feel like crap. And I'm immediately craving carbs. And I'm like, why does my body always do this? Craves carbs when I'm in an inflammatory state? I don't know. Maybe someone out there knows. Maybe you can leave it in the comments below. If there is an update on this and I learn more, I'll probably put a video here. Yeah? And I'll figure out how to get that done on YouTube. But that's pretty much what happened. Monday, I just let go and I fell off the carnivore wagon big time. I ate grapes with every single meal. I'm still eating meat with my grapes, but a lot of grapes and a bunch of cheese with the grapes. And I even ate popcorn. We take this organic popcorn, I pop it on the stove with organic ghee, and then I put some butter on it. So anyways, popcorn because it's salty and crunchy, and grapes because it's sweet and also somewhat crunchy. So nothing outside of that though. I'm glad I kept it rather clean. Not carnivore, but cleanish. Anyhow, Tuesday I think it was. Let me just scroll back and see. Tuesday, right? After all that eating, that day of carbs, I wake up and I weigh in at 161.2 pounds. So get this. Friday, before I worked out, I weighed in at 156.4 pounds, right? Before all this inflammation. Tuesday, this is what? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days later, I guess it was 4 days, not 3. Tuesday, I wake up and I weigh in at 161.2 pounds. So that is, now, 50, where was I? 56. So almost 5 pounds, so 4.7 pounds, right? Oh, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Oh, that's over 5 pounds. 5.7 pounds. Shit. Wow. So I gained almost 6 pounds just off of those two inflammatory events, if you want to call them. Yeah, inflammation and carnivore diet. It's interesting, right? So here I am attempting to balance being able to work out at intensity as well as stay in carnivore, and knowing that working out at intensity, sometimes it gives me inflammatory response. I guess, right? Like highly inflammatory response. I don't know if that means that maybe I need to pull it back and not do a CrossFit workout. Maybe I need to just lift weights. Maybe I need to add things to my diet. Maybe I need to increase my fat. Maybe I need to start supplementing with some, maybe I need to supplement with some electrolytes. I'm not sure. But I'm working on figuring this out, and I am probably going to ask some questions in some of these free Facebook groups. If you're interested in the free Facebook groups that I'm in, right, I'm probably going to start one myself, but there are a couple that are super, super valuable that I always see posts in, and I really love seeing these. I'll leave them in the description below, the links to them. And maybe I'll even leave a link in this video with my own group, right, that you can join. And that's pretty much it. See, fine. Look at that. 5-minute video has now turned into a 12-minute video of me telling this story. Anyhow, that's where I'm at. Day 253, Carnivore Diet documentary. Carnivore Dad here, signing out.